Hi, it's Phantom Wi-Fi, and last month I went on a Twitter challenge and I tweeted 10 times a day for 31 days. And how did it go? I didn't like doing it, but I learned some things and I'm still on Twitter. So I first started doing this because several people I know were taking breaks from Twitter, and I guess I considered doing the same, although I don't think I was as addicted as I could have been at that time. I could have done the same, but I was like, let me see what my limits and what my boundaries are, and let me just go all out on Twitter, because I've always been curious about people who are always on Twitter. Like, there are so many people, some of them famous, who are always on Twitter, and it just never seemed that good of a thing to do. And then there's some people who just seem like they hold it up together really well. And I've just always been like, what would I be like? Would I be completely deranged? Like, what would happen to me? How would it like change my behavior? How would it make me feel? So I first started off with 646 following and 1,004 followers. It says 1,005 followers in the screenshot, and that is because someone unfollowed me right after I took that. Yeah, and I posted around, or I tweeted around 1 to 2 times a day, pure tweets. So that doesn't include replies or retweets. In the month before I did the challenge, in December 2019, I had 59,000 impressions. Also, a shout out to @EatPhilosopher. Please follow and enable him on Twitter, who gave me the idea of tweeting 10 times a day. He told me that a person could get like 100 followers from tweeting 10 times a day.
It didn't feel that bad actually, since I'm not trying to be all that funny, and tweeting so much makes me care less about likes. My tweets are performing surprisingly well, especially since I haven't been sleeping much lately and my brain feels fragile. It feels more like a game to me now. I hope that I can make it out of here without turning into a Twitter sociopath. My sincere tweets are doing well, and I checked my timeline too much today. I plan on setting alarms to tweet/check my timeline tomorrow, which will hopefully limit my screen time. Felt inspired earlier, but later felt so sick of this, I just fired off a few to finish off the day, not worried anymore about turning into a Twitter sociopath. Not worried I'll be able to get through. Alarm system is working for me. Felt a lot better because I was like, it's Sunday, who cares? Tweets that I don't put any thought into tend to do the best. Starting to feel fine about this. I've been waking up early at like 5:30 a.m. and maybe this combined with tweeting from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every 1.5 to 2 hours seems to result in less rage/annoyance.
So it's day 6. By the way, this is just to let you know, that this is not quite reality. We're in the simulation, everyone. I guess I've written some emo tweets. For instance, let's see, like, what's one emo tweet that I've written? Why do I do this to myself, which I wrote earlier. Let's see. People who tweet a lot are disturbed. People who read a lot of tweets are depressed, which I do think has some truth to it. Trapped inside this tweet with nowhere to go, which I wrote when I was trying to write a tweet and didn't really know what to say, and felt like I was trapped inside my own words, or lack of words, or within the confines of the tweet box. I used to get really angry at people who did stuff just for attention on Twitter, and I still get pretty angry about it, but I feel not compassion, they're still annoying. What do I feel?
I just feel like it's kind of a dark place to always be tweeting like that. And it's not something to, look up to. It's just kind of disturbing. I was not really into memes before. I was getting sick of them, and now I'm definitely not into memes. And I thought that I would start using memes just because it's easy content, but I haven't been doing that. I'd rather just write something kind of nonsensical or something that isn't that interesting, rather than use a meme. Although, I don't hate all memes. Not all memes. It's going okay. I thought I wasn't going to get through this. I thought that it would be too much for me, and that I would just, that I'd either turn into a Twitter sociopath, or that I would just get really overwhelmed by everything. But yeah, it's almost been a week, and I feel okay right now about it. I feel like now that I know that it doesn't really matter what I tweet, I mean, as long as it comes from a place of honesty, then I'm fine with what I put out there, even though it's not exactly the best. And it kind of, it just kind of, it kind of disturbs me that a lot of people live like this, because I feel like what I've been doing is in the beginning I didn't have any rules about how I tweet, but now I'm doing this thing where I set certain times of the day to tweet. Right now I don't have certain times, it's just like maybe, but I do plan out for like 3 to 4 times a day, so once or twice in the morning, once or twice in the afternoon, a couple times in the evening, or something like that, just so that I'm not always on Twitter and scrolling, because in the beginning I was just like constantly looking through my timeline, and that was not fun. That didn't make me feel good. And I hope that maybe this will become such a routine that I won't even think about it. I'll just do it. The tweets I read at 5:30 a.m. do well. Was tired, so I tweeted whatever the rest of the day, and I only checked my timeline when I tweeted. Might change my mind, but I feel like by the end of this, I will want to check Twitter very much. I should write my tweets earlier because I run out of steam later in the day and I have to resort to posting things like Linkin Park lyrics. Not gonna lie, I enjoyed it though. I ran out of any planned ideas, so I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Today was my worst day yet. Suffered from brain fog, felt tired behind my eyes, did not want to tweet. I still tweeted. It was fine. Got done early since I took a lot of pictures today, which I posted. Not personally satisfied with the quality of my tweets, although I think I need to let go of Karen. Everyone on Twitter seems tired, several have deactivated. I didn't have much content, but I'm starting to let go and just posted whatever I felt like. Felt tempted to post a handshake meme, but I restrained myself since I hate memes at the moment. Hi again. It is day 11, and that's my cat Liam, and I just tweeted, or earlier today I tweeted 2 tweets, and now I want to tweet some more. I should scroll like this. That's how I normally scroll. Sometimes I scroll like this. And I don't really look at anything. Those are like the days where I don't want to be on Twitter, but I'm bored on Twitter. I don't know what to tweet right now. I had some shower thoughts, but they were pretty silly. One of them was about college, because I've been thinking a lot about college since I'm reading the Lena Dunham book, and I went to the same college. Don't tell anyone. Just silly. They say the best. They said the best years of my life were going to be in high school or college. That didn't happen for me. But I'm glad I'll never be washed up. I don't know, that's kind of mean. I'll tweet it anyway because I have nothing to write about. What else do I have to say? I don't have to say anything really, but I do because I'm doing this project and I want to I want to make a YouTube video. So I do have to. For myself. Or for you. I don't know. Drink some coffee and think. Oh, I should switch it. I don't want to promote anything really. What else has happened? Absolutely nothing. Did I see anything cool today? No. Oh god, sorry Siri. That's not what I wanted. I did exercise. Oh, I did exercise. That was funny. So they played the instructor, I went to like a spin and yoga class, and in the spin class the instructor played this Smells Like Teen Spirit remix, and it was really funny to me. Never felt more alive than I did this morning. Never felt more alive as I did this morning. When in spin class. Smells like okay, I'm not gonna sing it for you. Smells like Smells Like, sorry, it wasn't the actual, I mean it was the song, but it was a remix. Teen Spirit remix came on. And I pushed the resistance higher. To match the beat. That's so stupid. Oh wait, no. Did I push the resistance higher? Or did I just go faster? I think I did both. I pushed the resistance higher and sped up my legs to match the beat. Alright, never felt more alive as I did this morning when in spin class, a Smells Like Teen Spirit remix came on, and I pushed the resistance higher and sped up my legs to match the beat. That is so stupid. Okay. So that's 2 tweets so far. Yeah, I don't know how they'll do, but I had to tweet something. So that's 4 tweets for the day, and I have 6 more to write. And maybe I'll go outside or something so I can take pictures, because I found that I don't really have to think about it as much.
Follower count is starting to snowball. I don't feel like following back most people. After this is over, I kind of want to follow a lot of those I mute. Just make things direct. No one seems worried I'm tweeting so much.
So this is day 12 of this Twitter 10 by 31 challenge. Sounds like a workout. How have things been going? It's been going fine. At first it was kind of a roller coaster where I was like, I really don't want to tweet today. And then other days I feel kind of more like manic about it. But now I'm sort of in a groove, I guess, and I don't exactly enjoy tweeting this much every day, but I feel fine with it, and I know I can do it, and I'm still thinking about it quite a lot throughout the day, but I also feel like, oh, it doesn't really matter because I'm just gonna write 10 more tweets tomorrow. I found that I enjoy posting a lot of photos since it requires like less thinking on my part. I just find something cool and or it doesn't even have to be that cool, but I'll just take lots of pictures of stuff and then I can post them. And I'm also finding that I'm reading more in order to generate content because reading or watching YouTube videos or whatever, it gets my mind like flowing and thinking about stuff that I feel like I can comment on or make a joke about or whatever. Is that true? I'm thinking, is that true? Like, have I done that actually? I think I have. It's just kind of like those like media generated tweets are more abstract. They're not that directly related. And yeah, I found that I thought that I would be really annoying doing this. I thought that I would annoy people and a lot of people might unfollow, but that hasn't really been the case. People don't seem that annoyed, which is weird. So now I'm like, oh, maybe what would it take for me to be truly annoying then? Like 20 tweets a day? Or is it really more like the content? I guess it's more the content. But yeah, 20 tweets a day, that might start annoying people. And my best performing tweets have been tweets involving pictures. I found a really cool cup and I took pictures of it and posted it, and people liked that. And I got like 250 something likes. And I also saw 2 rocks on the sidewalk, and that did fairly well for me as well. Because normally, or like, I think that those rocks on the sidewalk tweet that got about like 70 something likes. And I would say normally before this challenge, it was like I got maybe 10 to 25 likes per tweet. And yeah, and I think because maybe the quality or like my personal satisfaction with my tweets have gone down, I'm finding that my relatability has gone up. And I think that people, I don't know if people like it, but I feel like there's like a closeness that I'm gaining with people. I mean, I guess I don't really know, because some of them I haven't talked to at all. I'm just interacting through like pushes of things, pushes of stars. And yeah, like one positive part of this is that I have been interacting more with people since I guess I'm more relatable and I'm like just around more. And I've also been getting more annoyed just because, yeah, people are annoying. Tweets can be annoying. And I used to feel guilty about muting, so I didn't really do it that often. But now I'm like, yeah, I'll mute because sometimes they're nice people, or sometimes they're not nice people. But yeah, like sometimes the content or the thing, the disease that is being spread is not something I want to see. And I used to feel like maybe I used to get like FOMO. Like I'd be like, well, I don't really want to see that content, but I want to know what's out there. And now I'm more like, yeah, I'm gonna see that content, at least like bits of it, no matter what, even if I mute. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, maybe one day I'll get to like unfollowing, but we'll see about that. And I've gone up from 1,004 followers when I started to 1,029 followers. So it hasn't been a linear process. In the beginning, I got a few followers and it kind of declined, and now it's like, then it was like kind of stable for a while, and then it's been snowballing recently, especially because of that cup tweet. That cup, wow. And I don't know if anyone's unfollowed me. I haven't really noticed, but I know several accounts have deactivated. I think that people are getting tired of Twitter and what it does to your brain. And yeah, I can't wait for this challenge to be over myself. It's been kind of fun, like doing a deep dive, but yeah, some days I just don't want to tweet.
I felt enraged today and felt angry I had to be on Twitter. I felt addicted to being enraged. I am up to 6 hours of screen time a day right now. I was at 2.5 hours to 3.5 hours of screen time on my phone before all of this. I've been playing around with times. It's much better when I start tweeting earlier around 6 a.m. and end in the afternoon because I'm able to control myself better. I started tweeting around 6:15 a.m. today. People seem to like the new me. Today was easy because I only checked at certain intervals of the day and moved my phone far away from me a lot, intermittent tweeting. I'm halfway done and I feel like my personality has become Twitter now.
Hi, from me and my drink. It's day 15, so I'm about halfway through. Yeah, I feel like I've done this forever. I don't know if that's good for me. Probably not good for me. I think I'm starting to turn into a cartoon of myself. In 2 more weeks, I might just have merged with my online persona. I don't think that's a good thing. We'll see.
Today was mostly a taking pictures day, so it was easy. I felt angry because people are annoying. Posting pictures because it's easy again. Almost didn't make it to 10 today because I forgot. Feeling like I might be becoming chaotic. Is everyone chaotic? Felt awake yet fatigued today, so I felt reckless and tweeted to my whims. Posted tweets asking for interaction, and it's fun because I like talking to people. I'm going to take a nap though before I continue engaging with people. I didn't think too hard about tweeting because I know I have 100 plus tweets to go, and throwaway tweets are fine to me now, but I did feel annoying like a pseudo-celebrity influencer. I would like to take a vacation for myself. I also feel less engaged for my timeline since I go through it very quickly and don't see everything. I feel farther away and my stage is now in a larger venue and I can't see everybody anymore and I'm too worried about my own persona. Something bad happened, so I'm sad. I didn't want to tweet. My boundaries are blurring, but I guess I'm still fairly private. I didn't spend as much time today on my phone because I wanted to distract myself by doing errands and stuff. I have now learned to search my tweets in order thread. Before I restrained myself from searching because I didn't want to get in too deep, but here I am, getting in too deep. I got new followers for writing whatever popped into my head, which made me wonder why I try, although I've been trying less lately. Posting more at night when I feel more free to unleash because it's mostly West Coast people and East Coast people up late at night. I like meeting people but feel sad we might never meet. Less than a week left. I'm excited to travel soon. It's been fun exploring my boundaries though, through too much screen time and Twitter. While I'm sure I will hang out with people someday, one way of making myself more comfortable with self-exposure is telling myself it's not like I'm going to hang out with anybody on here anyway. Finishing up early because I'm traveling tomorrow and today is the last trapped inside my mind and social media day. I've been regularly posting stuff and I've decided that that is the best way for me to use Twitter. At night, not too premeditated, just doing my thing.
Hey YouTube. There's like a plane. Hey YouTube. It's day 26 and it's almost over. It's been a weird week. I think my Twitter has changed a little bit. So let's go over it. Let's talk about it. So, what are my thoughts?
now that it's almost over and I have 5 more days left, and tomorrow I am traveling, so I guess from now on I'm just like not gonna think about my tweets at all. I'm just gonna travel vlog or whatever. So yeah, I've been feeling the community more. I like talking to people, all different kinds of people, or people in my bubble who have similar interests but are slightly different than me and live in various countries and cities. I do like expressing myself. Sometimes it's kind of weird though, but other times I don't like it. Like when I don't want to market myself, I guess, and when I just want to purely or more purely express myself, then it feels really weird and not good. Sorry, I will turn off my phone, or mute it. Sorry, I would never turn that off. Yeah, and I like learning about other people. Yeah, but I don't like. I mean, yeah, I learned how to be marketable through Twitter, like putting a version out there. I learned sort of what other people's boundaries are and preferences are, but sometimes I don't want to do it, and sometimes I want to figure out. Sometimes I don't really want to know about other people's opinions, and that part can be difficult. And through this project, I'm starting to care less about likes, and since I'm tweeting so much, sometimes I don't even, like previously I would sort of notice who was liking or retweeting and things like that, or following, or were just like noticing me. But now I don't really notice as much. I mean, I do, but it's not something I think about as much. I guess the best performing tweet, I'm not sure. I haven't done as well as I did previously. So, like in that first third of Twitter. So I'm not fully sure, but I think it was just something kind of silly. I saw got like 57 likes was my memory of it. Yeah, I think 56. Yeah, this did a lot better than I thought it would. On January 13th, I said that I would take my first solo selfie in public and then I would buy a squishy. And I guess I kept replying to it once I, achieved those tasks. And somehow that got a lot of likes. I remember when I wrote it, I thought it was pretty silly. And I also didn't know what I was going to tweet that day. So I just wrote I just decided I wanted to do these things in that week, and I guess I did fairly well. I guess maybe because I made a story out of it, kind of, but that was more of a tweet that I wrote out of desperation of not knowing what I was doing. Oh yeah, and another thing that has changed is I now search for myself. Yeah, I always knew that I could do that, but I never did that because I knew that, I don't know, my personality, I can be kind of addicted to stuff, or like, maybe not addicted, but just sometimes I go into, sometimes I just get too involved in things, and I don't like that. And so I've always tried to prevent myself from getting too involved in Twitter. But I guess after like 3 weeks in of doing this, I was like, yeah, why not? It's just like faster. So I've started to do that. I don't know, maybe that bodes poorly for the future. I don't know, we'll see.
yeah, now my boundaries are expanding too. I mainly just share more of myself, share selfies and stuff like that, which is not exactly what I want to do, but I feel like it's just easier that way to share more of myself. Just because I am the producer of content, so I guess it's just easier to use myself as content and I try to think up content. Yeah, and I've also been going wild at night, so I set a bunch of rules in the beginning, like 10 tweets a day, max, and that was just my goal for every day, and I wasn't gonna go I wasn't gonna tweet anymore because I thought that would be too much for me, and maybe it is too much for me, but at night when the East Coast people are mainly sleeping, those judgmental East Coast people, I feel more free to, do whatever and write down my thoughts and delete them if I feel like it. And I actually enjoyed that. I think I do enjoy that. I don't regret it. I feel like I truly expressed myself then. I'm glad this is almost over. I don't want to think about Twitter that much anymore. But yeah, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, or at least I'm in a better mood today, right now, so maybe that's why I'm saying that. But yeah, goodbye.
Mine has nothing inside it right now. I'm trying to get my updates in. I didn't enjoy airport tweeting, but I like travel tweeting. Travel tweeting. I like how I'm on 2G, so notifications are unreliable. I'm different in my travel tweets, less formal, I guess. I think maybe why I like vlogs, besides voyeurism, is seeing how some people become unfiltered, and some are always filtered. Another easy travel day. I've also been sleeping really well, and I'm still on 2G, which helps with my mindset. One more day left. Excited to take a vacation for tweeting, although maybe I will feel purposeless. I wanted to talk about many things today, but I said only a little. I don't think I can talk about important issues on here, and it rings hollow to me.
So it's been 3 weeks since the challenges ended. So I first started off with 646 following and 1,004 followers, and I ended up with 658 following and 1,059 followers. So I gained 55 followers, and that's not 100 followers as the philosopher promised, but 55 followers is more than I normally got from tweeting once or twice a day. I think in the months preceding this challenge I would get like 20 new followers a month. But I also think that I don't put as much effort into each tweet as other people might, so yeah, that's fine. In January 2020, when I did this challenge, I got 390,000 impressions, so I got a lot more attention from people. A lot of people were noticing me more. And yeah, I was surprised at how much positive feedback I got. I'm sure there were some people who were quietly thinking, what is up with her? Why is she tweeting so much? She's so annoying. But generally, people seemed more engaged and would talk to me more, which was nice, because I feel like I put myself out there, so it made other people feel more comfortable to talk to me. And that was really nice. But it did make me feel like a cartoon character. It made me feel like, even when I wasn't on my phone, and I did spend more time on my phone, I spent like 6.5 hours per day on my phone by the end, which is like 3 more hours a day than usual. Yeah, I just feel like even when I wasn't on my phone, I would just feel like I was constantly thinking about content. I was constantly thinking about my account. I wasn't necessarily obsessed with likes, but I just was, yeah, I just didn't really want to tweet things that were completely bad, or like, I just don't want to tweet complete trash, I guess. Even if it was mundane, I didn't want it to be complete trash. And yeah, it just didn't feel good to constantly be thinking about content, really. 10 times a day is too much for me, I think. So yeah, I'm not tweeting as much anymore. And one benefit of this whole thing is that I feel more comfortable tweeting, and I feel like I'm less annoying than I thought I was. And that's good. Even though there's, of course, some people who might think I'm annoying, but that's fine. I can deal with that. It's all about proportions and stuff. So yeah, so that's it. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any thoughts about other projects or videos or whatever that you think might be interesting for me to embark upon, then let me know. And thank you. Bye.